Hey everyone, welcome back to GTA 6 Hub, your home for everything GTA 6. Today we're leaving the neon lights of Vice City behind, because somewhere else in Leonida is a place that looks completely different. Cheap motels, abandoned businesses, run-down streets, and a coastline that has seen much better days. This is Port Gellhorn. Once a popular tourist destination, now it may be one of the most mysterious locations in GTA 6. So what happened here? What can we expect to find? And could Port Gellhorn become one of the most important locations in the entire game? Let's take a closer look.
When most people think about GTA 6, they think about Vice City, neon lights, luxury cars, crowded beaches, and wild nightlife. But the world of GTA 6 stretches far beyond the bright lights of the city, and Port Gellhorn shows us a completely different side of Leonida. At first glance, this isn't a glamorous destination. It's rough, it's run down, and it feels like a place the rest of Leonida may have forgotten. But that's exactly what makes it so interesting. Because some of the most memorable locations in Grand Theft Auto aren't always the biggest or the richest. They're the places with character, and Port Gellhorn appears to have plenty of it. The first thing that stands out is the atmosphere. This feels like a town that has seen better days. Old motels, discount stores, weathered buildings, quiet roads, and businesses that appear to be barely surviving. Everything about the area creates a sense that Port Gellhorn was once something more, a place people actually wanted to visit, but somewhere along the way, things changed. And that raises an interesting question. What happened here? Was Port Gellhorn simply forgotten as bigger cities grew? Did tourism disappear? Did crime take over? Or is there something more going on beneath the surface? We don't know yet. But that mystery is exactly what could make exploring this place so interesting. The contrast with Vice City could also be huge. One minute, you could be surrounded by supercars, luxury hotels, and packed nightclubs. Then, after a long drive, you arrive somewhere completely different. Cheap motels, empty parking lots, old businesses, and quiet streets where almost anything could happen. That kind of contrast can make an open world feel truly massive, not just because of its size, but because every area has its own identity. And Port Gellhorn could be perfect for the criminal side of GTA 6. Think about it. Cheap motels could become temporary hideouts. Abandoned buildings could hide illegal businesses. Remote roads could be used for secret deliveries. Small bars could introduce us to some of the strangest characters in Leonida. And the coastline could create opportunities involving boats, cargo, and smuggling. Now, none of those activities have been officially confirmed, but a location like Port Gellhorn opens the door to some incredible possibilities. Picture this. Something has gone badly wrong for Jason and Lucia. They're low on money, the police are searching for them, and returning to Vice City is simply too dangerous. So, they disappear into Port Gellhorn. A cheap roadside motel becomes their temporary home. They begin meeting criminals who operate far away from the bright lights of the city. Small jobs lead to bigger opportunities. New enemies appear, and suddenly, this forgotten town becomes an important part of their story. Again, that's only a theory, but Port Gellhorn feels like exactly the kind of place Rockstar could use to show us a darker, rougher side of Leonida. Then there's the gameplay potential. Imagine street races through old highways, police chases across quiet back roads, boat escapes along the coast, robberies at isolated businesses, hidden weapons, strange encounters, and maybe some of the weirdest characters in the entire game. Because if there's one thing Rockstar does incredibly well, it's turning forgotten places into locations players remember forever. Think about Sandy Shores in GTA 5. It was completely different from Los Santos. The atmosphere changed, the people changed, even the type of chaos you found yourself in changed. Port Gellhorn could serve a similar purpose in GTA 6, but with a much bigger, more detailed, and more immersive world around it. The biggest question is, how important will Port Gellhorn actually be? Will it simply be somewhere we visit occasionally? Will Jason and Lucia spend part of the story here? Could major missions take place in this town? Or will it become one of those locations players keep returning to, searching for hidden activities, strange characters, businesses, and secrets? Right now, we don't know. And that's exactly what makes Port Gellhorn so interesting. Vice City may have the neon lights, the beaches, the money, and most of the attention. But Port Gellhorn has something different. Mystery. And when GTA 6 finally arrives, this forgotten coastal town could become one of Leonida's biggest surprises.
So, what do you think about Port Gellhorn? Could this forgotten coastal town become one of the best locations in GTA 6? Or will you spend most of your time under the neon lights of Vice City? Let me know in the comments below. And this is only the beginning, because here on GTA 6 Hub, we're exploring every major area of Leonida, one location at a time. So subscribe to the channel and tell me where we should visit next. The tropical Leonida Keys, the dangerous grass rivers, industrial ambrosia, or the wilderness of Mount Calaga? Thanks for watching. Stay hyped, and I'll see you somewhere in Leonida.